Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kelly, and I'm going to be very rusty. I haven't done this kind of thing since last May. What I'm doing here is recording some YouTube videos to orient you to the comp exam that you're taking in I guess early March. So I'm testing about eight of you. You know each other. I can't remember all the names right now, so I won't say everybody's name. But so I'm consolidating it to make it as easy as I can for myself. And then I'll meet with you individually, but there are some things that I think I can do just with these videos that will make my life easier. I'm not sure if it'll make your life easier, but I don't think it will really hurt you. But mostly it's about making my life easier. Okay, so the comp exam, the mysterious and terrifying comprehensive exam. Um, Let me just tell you how it's going to work on the day. What will happen is that all of you have two examiners that you're working with, and me, and then somebody else. I know Dr. Gonzalez is working with some of you all. Gosh, I can't remember who else is working with you. Maybe Michelle. I can't remember now. So what you'll do is you'll go into the room on the Saturday, and here's something that I want you to know. You can take your bibliography in there with you when you walk into the examination room. And this is really, really important because it will be a prompt to remind you of the readings that you're supposed to talk about in your comp answer. And often, titles of books and articles will have the argument in them. And that will be a prompt too about what you need to talk about. Um, so you can take your bibliography into the room with you, into the exam room with you. And I highly advise you to do that. My bibliography and whoever else you're working with, that person's bibliography. Now, you're going to see two questions from me, and you're going to see two questions from the other examiner. And for some stupid reason, we have to ask you two questions. So when you see two questions um, from me and from your other examiner, don't feel like you've been betrayed. It's just the way we have to do it. Now, I'm going to actually give you my question well before, in fact, probably in the next week or so, you'll know what my question is to you. So answer that question. If you answer the other question, I'm going to fail you because that's just would be the dumbest thing you could possibly do. Answer the question that we talk about over the next, I guess what do we have? 2 months. We really have a lot of time to get this done. Um, so let's see. So comps, you walk in, bring your bibliography with you. That's very important. Um, um, Answer the question that I'm going to post two questions. Answer the one that we talk about. Here's another aspect of the comp on the day, kind of a logistical aspect. One of the key aspects of doing well on the comps is um, time management. So it's a 4 hour exam. You have 4 hours to do it. I don't know if there's a break. I haven't given a comp in a long time. But anyway, there's 4 hours on the exam. And make sure that you don't spend like 3 hours on my exam and 1 hour on the other exam, or vice versa. 3 hours on, again, Dr. Gonzalez's, if you're working with him, his exam, and only 1 hour on mine. So be aware of time management, okay? So that's very important as well. I guess one of the last things I'll say in this brief introductory video is that Just remember for your comps, all you have to do is pass. Okay. Some of you maybe will get a high pass. That's quite rare to get a high pass. And it's kind of a feather in your cap. And some students are very, very competitive, and that's fine. I admire that. But all you really need to do on this comp exam for me and your other examiner, all you really need to do is just to get a pass. Well, basically, just make a 70, in other words. So you want to do a little bit better than that, and you should be very well prepared for my comp, and I suspect you'll be well prepared for the other examiner's comp as well. Um, and yeah, don't just everyone is going to pass unless you just completely blow it, which I guess is possible, but I just don't, I know the group of students I'm giving the comps to, and I just don't see anybody failing the comp, especially because I'm going to give you a very, very, very clear idea of what you're being tested on. So that's kind of the A, B's, and C's of what the comp, um, what it will be like on the day, what the comp consists of. It's a written exam. You've all done quite well in written exams. That's why you're in graduate school. But I would say don't freak out about your comps, but it's kind of a rite of passage for graduate students to freak out about comp exams. It's just the way it is. It's the way it always has been. It's the way it is now, and it's the way it's always going to be. So if you want to freak out, that's fine. I can't stop you from doing that. But if you just put a decent amount of effort into this process, you should be just fine. You should do very well on this comprehensive exam. So, as of course, I should have said this up front, but I'll say it at the end of this particular video. If anybody has any specific questions about what I just went over, if there was some confusion or something like that, please email me. If you've got a question about the comp, if I forgot to say something about this part of the comp, and I'm going to record another video and send it out as well. If you've got a question about it, other students will as well. Okay, so that's the first little comp lecture on how the comprehensive exam works.